It Up, Making Life Juicy. I have an exciting guest with me today, Kathy Mallek. We're at the Lionville School of Dance in Lionville, Pennsylvania. And Kathy, what do you do here?
So I am the former dance team director. For the past 8 years, I have been instructing dancers, putting together all of the competition events, live performances, stage shows. Starting in the fall, I will be stepping down from being the director, but I will still be teaching tap. We'll have children's classes, adult tap classes, and lots of dance team opportunities and performances going on during the year.
Good, good. You do competitions too, right?
We do a lot of competitions. We just finished a very successful season. It was wonderful. The kids did a fantastic job. And we actually are performing this coming Saturday at Hershey Park, which will be a lot of fun for the dancers.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice performance.
And you win for choreography all the time.
Thank you. I
Yes.
have a bunch of choreography awards for my tap choreography I'm very proud of. We did receive 2 this year from Imagine Dance and from the True Dance Challenge. They were both in the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really happy. The kids did a great job. And I've also judged, which was really interesting to be on the other side of the table instead of just having our students perform. And myself, I was a competitive dancer growing up. And now it's interesting to be on the other side of the table and to be actually judging.
Yeah.
Trying to stay positive, give the dancers good feedback and encouragement while also helping them with their technique and with their corrections. So currently I judge for elite dance talent. And I've also had the opportunity to judge last year in Montana for Shining Stars, which was a really fun, different experience to fly out. And I've never been to Montana, so that was really nice. And the talent was really, really well. They had a lot of teachers coming in from the California, Los Angeles area and also from Las Vegas. So
Awesome.
it was really neat
Wow.
to be in Montana and be judging kids, just seeing how things are styles can be a little different in different areas of the country.
Nice.
So it's nice. Yeah.
How did you get into tap?
So I danced as a child. I grew up in North Jersey and I danced at New Jersey School of Ballet. And
Shout out.
Shout out, and a lot of other local studios. My dance teacher at the time was Betty White Fernandez, who was a Radio City Music Hall Rockette.
Awesome.
And my dream was to be a Radio City Music Hall Rockette. However, I never made the height requirement. I'm too short.
Oh.
So you can't even audition if you don't make the height requirement.
Wow.
So that was a little disappointing. But she was an amazing influence on my life and just an amazing teacher. And she was very instrumental in bringing me to competitions, workshops, conventions. She would bring me into New York City. Growing up that close to Manhattan was great.
Mm-hmm.
So I started in high school going to the Broadway Dance Center and taking classes as often as possible. Frank Hatchett, Phil Black, so many amazing teachers were there at the time. It was
Wow.
awesome. So.
And you performed with some incredibly big names.
So also thanks to my teacher.
Which I just found out about.
Yeah, it was really exciting. She was so influential and helped me go to auditions and really encouraged me not to be afraid and just to go for it. So I was lucky enough to, through the Rockette Alumni Association, get the opportunity to work with Liberace. And most of my younger students have no idea who that is. So Liberace, the famous piano player, who was just amazing.
Glitz, glitz, glitz.
Yes, the long capes and the candelabras on the piano and everything. So we got the opportunity to meet him and work with him. Another event that was just really amazing was I got to work with Liza Minnelli in a Liberty celebration. So it was 1986, and it was in New Jersey at the Meadowlands.
Wow.
And it's a huge event. We all had these giant stars made out of wood that were red and silver, and we actually tap danced on the stars, which was so fun, really neat. And we did meet Liza Minnelli. She was super nice, very personable, very, very nice. So yeah, so those were 2 really exciting things. I've also done a lot of community theater in the New York, New Jersey area, and again, being so close to Manhattan was a great opportunity. There were a lot of industrial shows, smaller theaters in the city that I was able to perform at, just different events in the city.
Excellent.
Really neat.
So later on in this show, you'll get to see her do some things, and then she's going to teach me.
Yes, it'll be a
Some
lot of fun. We're
things.
gonna do some basic tap steps with Miss Ingrid. It'll be great.
Oh,
It'll be great.
boy.
Yeah, and it's actually really neat. I've been in the Philadelphia area for the past 10 years now, and something that's so amazing is, I'm not sure if most people realize this, but tap dancing is actually an American art form. It started here in America. It started by the African American slaves with a lot of rhythm and hoofing and things like that, and it's just evolved. And it's really neat because it is a part of American history. There's a lot of groups out there now who are going back, watching videos, studying, and just recreating these original tap works.
Wow.
And two really, I would say the fathers of tap dance in our area would be Honey Coles, and the other one from the Philadelphia area would be the Nicholas brothers, and they were famous for their slides to the floor and some flashy tricks. If you look up any of the old movies, you'll see them tap dancing down the steps,
Yes.
and jumping from one step into a slide, and toe stands, and all
Yeah.
types of really interesting rhythmic tricks and turns and things. So they were amazing. So it's neat that they grew up in the Philadelphia area, performed on Broad Street and a lot of the smaller venues that were popular back then.
Wow.
So it's really neat. And again, it's nice that there's so many people today. Tap Ties in Allentown, they're recreating a lot of the works. The Lady Hoofers in Philadelphia, there's the Garage Space. It's wonderful that so many styles of tap dance have come together and just are alive and booming in the Philadelphia area.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's
I
really
didn't
neat.
realize that.
Yeah, lots of tap dancing in Philadelphia.
So you'll be showing us some
yes.
slides later?
Some slides and moves for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good, good. What was Liberace like?
I only worked with him very briefly.
Okay.
He was very nice,
Mhm.
nice to work with. He did a few songs for us,
Wow.
and it was neat. It was actually at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York, so a
Okay.
really beautiful hotel, a nice
Yeah.
area. But yeah, it was very, very interesting.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
So I know when I was dancing, there were not competitions. That was not how the industry worked. You know, it was
Right.
just performances. And then
Right.
I think by the time like into the 70s, it started
Yeah.
turning into competitions
Right.
as well,
And I think now
like the
with
Grand Prix and all that.
yes,
Yeah.
the Grand Prix for the ballet competitions. I think in the 90s it really started taking off. More movies incorporated dance into them,
Mhm.
with White Nights with Gregory Hines,
Right.
with Baryshnikov, so many movies, Flashdance, Fame, all of those big movies.
Yeah.
Then the dance world became almost infatuated with dance and with competitions, and now even with dance moms. So there are so many competitions out there.
Right.
Yeah, it's fun. It's all fun. It's all great, and there's a lot more opportunities, I feel like, now for tap dancers and just in general for all dancers.
And that's another thing, another point was when I was studying ballet and performing, and in the company at New Jersey School of Ballet and New Jersey Ballet Company,
Yes.
another shout out.
Shout
I always wanted to take tap, and that like chorus line and all that was happening, you know, it was like, oh, I really want to do that, but in the ballet world, then
Right.
you were only allowed to do ballet
Train your
and jazz,
ballet,
and that's
exactly.
it. And,
Right.
maybe some modern, but you weren't allowed to do we couldn't learn how to ice skate, anything like
Nothing
that.
else,
that would-
only ballet.
Yeah, just to keep
Yeah.
the muscles trained in a certain way.
Yeah.
And then after I left the company, tap was huge. It was
Yeah.
like, darn, I should have had that under my belt.
Well, you're going to learn some tap steps today, I promise. We're going to learn some tap steps today. And it's neat too, because I think now dance studios are more well-rounded. I think that they offer great technique in ballet, but they also offer musical theater classes and tap and jazz, and I think it's nice.
Like here at
Lionville School of Dance. Shameless plug, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been really enjoyable, and it's been
Excellent.
great. So,
Wow, wow.
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going with everything. I will be judging again this year, which will be exciting, and I will be choreographing for different workshops I'm doing for different studios. And
Award-winning choreography right here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I will be doing choreography and teaching here again in the fall, so that'll be exciting. So
Good.
if If you like, we can get our tap shoes on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do some dance.
Okay, we'll be right back.